Without a doubt, 2022 has been an eventful year for the people of India's northeast region. From tragedies to controversies to triumphs, we had it all. Even as the lights dim on 2022 and we move towards 2023 with renewed hope and energy, EastMojo takes a look back at the events that shaped this year for us. Tragedy struck Tupul in None district of Manipur in July when at least 58 people were buried alive under a massive landslide near the Indian Railways construction site. Aside from the obvious human tragedy, this landslide also raised questions regarding ecology and geology. According to a preliminary study by the Geological Survey of India's Imphal office, the landslide was caused by an extensive slope cut for the construction of the railway station. Presence of a break in slope in the upslope area, affluence convergence of water and unprotected slope cut for long duration. In the aftermath, the Indian Railways said it would carry out extensive discussions with institutions such as IIT Guwahati and Manipur University so that railway projects on hilly terrain in the state can be better monitored for early warning. Visuals from the remote Mukro village in Meghalaya's West Jaintia Hills district on November 2022 showed gunshots and blood splattered on a road. Words started coming in that 5 villagers had been killed in a clash with Assam police personnel. A forest guard from Assam was also killed. When EastMojo reached the site of the tragedy, villagers said that those gunned down were actually farmers and not timber smugglers as claimed by Assam police. The gruesome nature of the incident left everyone in shock and disbelief. As tensions continued to escalate, Assam's government issued an advisory urging locals to refrain from visiting the neighboring state where protests raged for several days on end. For a brief period, Meghalaya's woes were compounded by an Assam Petrol Union citing risk to safety. The outrage only subsided after Union Home Minister Amit Shah's assurance that a CBI probe would be initiated. A plea for leave to visit home on Eid turned into hunger and death when 19 laborers who deserted a construction site near the Indo-China border got lost in the dense forests of Arunachal Pradesh. Denied leave on Eid, 19 of them had fled the camp and gone missing, and only 10 were rescued after a massive manhunt. 5 decomposed bodies were recovered from dense forests in Arunachal, while a 6th body was found in the Furak River. The families of at least 2 workers allege they had been trafficked from Assam to Arunachal Pradesh. Several madrassas in Assam were razed to the ground against the backdrop of the state police's crackdown on suspected jihadi elements. Intense scrutiny of madrassas began after Mufti Mustafa, a cleric from Morigao district, was picked up by police for allegedly radicalizing youth. It was claimed that students at the religious institutions were being exposed to radical teachings. Fast forward to November, and Assam DGP Bhaskar Jyoti Mohanto proclaimed that madrasa associations will have to register online.
আমি দুমাহমানৰ আগতে এখন মিটিং কৰিছিলোঁ প্ৰায় 60 জন ইছলামিক পণ্ডিত এই 4টা গোটৰ জামিয়াত উলামাই হিন্দৰ লগত আহলে হাদিস আহলে সুন্নত আৰু নাদুৱা এই 4টা গ্ৰুপৰ পণ্ডিতসকলৰ লগত বহি পেলাই আমি কিছুমান নীতি নিৰ্ধাৰণ কৰি দিছিলোঁ কৈছিলোঁ যে এখন বোৰ্ড খুলিব লাগে তেওঁলোকৰ অধীনত নিজৰ অধীনত কিছুমান মাদ্ৰাসা চলে কিন্তু কোনো নিয়ম নাই কানুন নাই কোনো নীতি নাই কোনো সিস্টেম নাই সুপাৰভিজনৰ গতিকে কোনে ক'ত সোমাইছে কি কৰিছে তেওঁলোকৰ কোনো কন্ট্ৰোল নাই হেতু কাৰণে আমি এটা কন্ট্ৰোল মেকানিজম এটা ডেভেলপ কৰিবৰ কাৰণে তেওঁলোকক ৰিকুৱেষ্ট কৰিলোঁ.
In a related incident, when a museum highlighting the culture of Bengali Muslim residents or MEGHALAYA'S was opened in Gwalpara district, Assam police detained its founders amid claims they were linked to jihadi groups. The police station in Botadrawa of NAGAON district in Assam was set ablaze on May 21 at around 2 p.m. by locals enraged by custodial death of one person lodged at the police station. The next day, as many as 3 houses belonging to those accused in the violent outbursts that led to unruly scenes at Batadava police station were razed to the ground. Tensions continued in the region after the district administration continued with the evictions. Fast forward to December 2022, the district administration has started a second large-scale eviction drive in 4 villages to clear plots of government land of alleged encroachment. In October, the district administration had served notices to more than 1,000 families to vacate the land. The demand for a separate frontier Nagaland state gained further steam this year as 7 tribes from the 6 easternmost districts came together and intensified their demand, alleging lack of development in the region. They also boycotted the high-profile Hornbill festival, citing hardships to their cultural troops, driving home their message further. The murongs allotted to these 7 tribes wore a deserted look as we witnessed a subdued Hornbill, which saw a dip in attendance a year after the festival was called off midway due to the tragedy in Oting village. With the Eastern Nagaland People's Organization threatening to abstain from participating in the upcoming assembly elections, a 3-member committee from the Union Home Ministry, led by Ministerial Advisor A.K. Mishra, held a series of meetings at Nagaland's Tuensang with the civil society organization to study the demand for a separate state. The catastrophe of floods in Assam took on new dimensions in mid-May after disaster struck DIMA HASAO following incessant rainfall. The railway line connecting Lamding in Brahmaputra Valley's Hojai district and Badarpur in the Karimganj district was severely affected. The Assam government and Railway Ministry's assessment said the district suffered a loss of more than Rs 1,000 crore. Amid calls for the floods in Assam to be declared a national problem, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma said that it had been declared as a severe national calamity instead. In October, Mizoram officially confirmed that 30,394 refugees from Myanmar had entered the state ever since the junta overthrew the Aung San Suu Kyi government on February 1, 2021. Currently, there is a strong political consensus in the state in favor of giving refuge to those fleeing violence in Myanmar. The refugees meanwhile cling on to hope that the military regime will be removed to pave the way for their return. After years of discussions and deliberations, the 2 governments, both a part of the BJP's NDA alliance, came to an understanding to resolve a 50-year-old dispute in 12 stretches along their 884.9-kilometer boundary. They signed a pact in March, resolving the dispute in 6 out of 12 areas. In August, they decided to form regional committees. However, tensions flared once again in the aftermath of the firing incident in Mukro village of West Jaintia Hills. Arunachal Pradesh got its first airport in HOLLONGI, around 15 km from Itanagar this year. The inauguration on November 19 was attended by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Commercial flight services started on November 28 when Union Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia inaugurated an Indigo Airlines flight from Kolkata, which landed at the Greenfield Airport. The airport has been developed in an area of over 690 acres at a cost of more than Rs 640 crore. The airport terminal has a peak handling capacity of 200 passengers per hour. It is expected to play a major role in improving connectivity and will also contribute to the growth of trade and tourism in the region.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to EastMojo. For any queries, put them down in the comments section below and press on the bell icon for notifications.